At 17 years old, I thought YouTube would send camera people, video editors, and everything to help these creators that I was watching online create the content that they make. I thought that this was something that they negotiated with the actual company. And to my curiosity, I was like, well, I want to be able to do that. Like, how are they making their own channel? How are they creating things? So, out of that curiosity, I decided to look into it. I looked up video editing software, started with Windows Movie Maker, but I basically immediately switched over to Sony Vegas Pro. And that, in essence, encompassed the very first identity I've ever truly felt with myself, which was Tony Video Editor. Now, I love creating videos. This is almost 10 years into the making of me being creative and trying to put art out on the world and, have things be my own. When I started creating, I was creating what I wanted to create, what I thought was pleasing, what a story that I came up with that I wanted to share. I just wanted to be able to be one of those people that just made things for the sake of his own creativity. But now let's fast forward to my college years, right? So I originally went to college for computer science because for as long as I can remember, I've always also been into technology. And I figured, well, comp sci basically teaches what I would assume I want to learn. So, I started it and I was learning coding, I was learning programming, software, a lot of coding, switches, I was learning a lot of stuff that I quickly came to realize wasn't for me. I realized what I really liked doing is making things. I like to create things, share stories. I love to learn about people, and that just wasn't cutting it for me. Now, I still love technology, like I make a tech channel, I post tech videos. I love it. It's literally one of my passions. So, as it being only one of my passions, I decided to pursue my others. Now, I actually ended up leaving school for comp sci and I switched over to art. I went to an art college. Now, in the art college, I actually studied animation and cinematography. Now, animation is way different than comp sci, and cinematography is basically learning about the camera work and such. I forget exactly what I was learning in school for that specific thing. But the reason I went for those two things is mainly because those are other passions of mine, which is video creation and animation. I love animation. Now, mind you, throughout my changes that I was making, I was still creating on the side. I was still posting videos. And that's just something that I really liked, entitling myself with, which is being a creator. Now, as you can imagine, being in art school, I was surrounded by so many creative people. I was surrounded by musicians, directors, producers, video people, animation students, drawers, artistic, graphic designers. I was basically surrounded by anyone that you can imagine being in an art school. But now the uncertainty started to kick in again. This was another passion of mine, and I kept thinking well, if I love something, I should pursue it, right? I mean, this is something I love. This is what I want. And shouldn't I be happy learning what I'm learning and being in the position I'm in of being in an art school as opposed to doing computer science, which definitely caused me a lot of unhappiness? So, surprise, surprise, I actually ended up leaving. After 1 year of art school, I left. I don't regret it though. I made so many great connections. I've met so many great people that I still talk to this day. Even one best friend that I got from there, she and I are still very close and we talk. But now this is the time where I started creating what I wanted to make a little more seriously. I made animations.
And I don't know if I'm the only one that gets like this in certain situations, but it sucks. For example, yesterday I went to go get it was a bagel. I didn't know.
I made tech videos, hence like I do now, because those are still something I really like to make. And I even made a wedding video for my cousin. That just came out of the fact that I wanted to do that for him. But he did something for me that I don't think he acknowledges how much it affected me when he did, was he paid me. He gave me $50 for the video. Now, $50 for me was insane because I made that video just out of pure love for my cousin and his wife, and I just wanted to give them that. I wanted to give them a gift. And in that gift, they gave me something in return, which was confidence and a new perspective. It opened my eyes a lot. Now, in that time that I took off, I did ended up getting hired for the very first time ever in a full-time editing job. And that was with a YouTube channel called Planet Dolan. Now, if you guys don't know Planet Dolan, feel free to check them out. It's an animation countdown channel. I worked with Dolan back in 2016. I worked full-time for, I believe, a year and a half, just about. But now that was the start. That was my official start to video editing and thus having that basically as a career. And now again, that was back in 2016. So let's just fast forward to today, to me, to Tony in 2020. And I tell you all this because this is something that has been festering in my mind, but I wanted this for a long time. I wanted to be a creator. I wanted to be part of this field, and specifically YouTube, you know, since the age of 17. But after almost 10 years of doing this, I'm realizing like I've been very unhappy lately. Now, as you guys are aware, unhappiness comes in many different forms of our life. Some of us feel unhappy in our social life. Some of us are missing love. You know, some of us do not have family nearby. I moved away from my family and live in a different state to pursue the job I have now. And I don't have all my friends here because all my friends are back home. So like, there's obviously some challenges that I face in pursuing what I wanted to do. In making this video, that's something I want to talk about and something I want to pass on to you guys. I mean, you know, unfulfillment comes in so many different ways. And for me, I feel like lately, you know, aside from like the love aspect of my life, I feel like I just haven't been fulfilled with my work, and I want to change it up. You know, like I am not the same person I was when I was 17 years old. I still have a lot of passions, and my passions vary. You know, I love technology. I love animation. I love, like, when I say productivity and lifestyle, like I just love learning different mindsets and different ideologies and ideas from different people, because it puts things in perspective for me. And as someone who's very introverted and lives in his head, you know, I want to fill my head more with stuff that challenges me to change and question why I'm unhappy or I'm mad about certain things, and try to make myself better. And I feel like that could be something we can discuss. Maybe you guys feel the same way. You know, let me know down below. I would love to chat about it. But this is what's been on my mind lately, is I just haven't been so fulfilled. I haven't been happy, and it's rough. It's very unsettling, but I need to try to figure it out. Anyway, we'll see where this goes, but I want to pass on the question to you guys. You know, how do you feel? Has there been any changes in you that you've noticed over a period of time? Do you have something now that you thought you've always wanted? When you had it, it's like, it's just not cutting it because your perspective or maybe something in your life has made you change your views? Let me know. Let's discuss it. Now, I know this was a different video, but this is what I want to start doing too, is talk and just figure things out. All right, but thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.